sports.
Undefeated but about to be sternly tested. That was how the Culver-Stockton Lady Wildcats soccer squad was positioned this afternoon in its debut match on the new turf at Next Level Field, squaring off with 23-ranked St. Ambrose. Really good matchup today. We began with the queen, of the clean sheet, Mackenzie Little. 11 all-time shutouts, tops in program history. And speaking of Quincy products, Jordan Eisenberg visiting today, playing with St. Ambrose and starting. Culver-Stockton down 1-0 early, but check out that move right there by Alex Seitz, the deke on the goalie. Good for the leveling score at 16 minutes in. We're all tied up at 1 apiece. You can't do much better than this, however. This would be the difference maker off the corner restart. Ball's going to scramble around in front of the box for a while. I tell you what, Culver-Stockton decides to send it out. No other choice from long distance. Eventually, it would be Sarah Allen. First career goal. Are you kidding me? From about 50 yards away. That's the way to do it. Would turn out to be the golden goal today as Culver-Stockton pulls off the upset today of 23rd ranked St. Ambrose 2-1, makes it stand up with a wicked second half, and that, my friends, is how it ends. Culver-Stockton gets it done and improves to 7-0-1 on the season. Meanwhile, the news not as good for the Culver-Stockton men. They give up a goal in the 85th minute and lose to St. Ambrose 1-0. A day of mixed results as well for Hannibal LaGrange. The women with a great game today in net from Jamie Helfer, the clean sheet shutout, if you will, as HLG gets the win over Lindenwood Belleville. On the men's side, second straight conference loss for the Trojans as they drop a 1-0 decision as well. Let's move on, talk a little volleyball tonight. Camp Point Central at home taking on Macomb. This was a wild war tonight. Game number 1, Panthers up 17-11, but Macomb not going anywhere in this one. Courtney Thorman throwing down and bringing her team back with what would be a very spirited rival at the end of game number 1. Then it's Kayla Mabry, the redirect, in for the point as well. The Panthers, though, would get back on point in this one. Serving and looking for points, Bray Genenbacher throwing down right here to get her team back some advantage. However, Kayla Mabry again would answer the answer in this one. Oh, niftily serving up the ace right here. Then it's Melanie Eilers answering the answer of the answer. Back row kill. You got to love these as Central takes command, at least for a while. But here comes Macomb yet again, firing its way back to within 23-25 at the end of game 1. That rally fell just a bit short, despite the heroics here of Rachel Farr. But Macomb comes all the way back and wins game 2 and 3 on the road tonight to take it in 3 tonight as Georgie Hendrickson serves out our highlights in this one. Macomb, a big-time win in Camp Point Central tonight. Nice victory for them, as I believe the Lady Bombers now improved to 12-7 on the season. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Adams County, it was Jacksonville route Patrick Gibson's team paying a visit to Payson Seymour. That's a tough place to play. Quick start in this one for the Lady Indians behind the fab freshman Josie Stanford, and then some ace-type serving right here from Brecken Flessner, who had 16 service points and 3 of those aces on the night. Route down 5-0, but they would rally back with 8 unanswered in this one. Marie Langdon throwing down hard right here to kind of spur things, but then Payson Seymour fashions answers in this one. The outstanding setter Kayla Mellon serving up the ace right here. Cassidy Abbott would try to answer for route, but it was just too much. Payson Seymour tonight winning in game number 1 25-16, and then fashioning the blowout in game number 2 25-5. Another good win for Payson Seymour, who continues to play some great volleyball down the stretch. Not a lot of local high school scores to pass along tonight, but we'll give you what we have. Softball tonight, it was South Shelby winning the Battle of Shelby County. 10-2 was your final in that one. And in soccer, Jacksonville 12-0 on the season. Another big-time win for the Crimsons as they knock off Sacred Heart Griffin in overtime tonight. I tell you what, that is a heck of a soccer program and one that hosts Quincy Notre Dame coming up this weekend. That should be an awful lot of fun. Look for those highlights coming your way on overtime. Well, it was certainly a big-time win over a conference foe, but Tuesday's 4-1 drubbing of Moline was also a much-needed slump breaker for the Quincy Blue Devil soccer squad as they busted out in a major way when they needed it the most.
Scoring has made a big difference. Once we found the net, I mean, this team's got the capability of doing it. We just didn't have the luck. We've had the opportunities, we haven't had the luck. And that first one going in, I think, lifted everybody's spirit, and the second one obviously did. And then I don't know, Chris, if that first half we could have played any better than what we've done all year. It was impressive.
Well, coaches taught us to go down the line and everything. We haven't been doing it this year, and then when we done it, we got to it and scored off it. We pressured hard and everything, and it came out our way.
Riley comes back, and that certainly helps you guys in possessing the ball and kind of setting things up. I mean, guy makes a difference, doesn't he?
Yeah, Riley, we really needed him. It was pretty slow in the midfield, but now he's stepping back, and hopefully we can get chances in.
The last game when we lost to Jacksonville, who's got a great team, we stood right over there, and I told the kids, there's nobody going to point fingers. We are in this together. We don't score together. They score on us together. We work as a team, and we hit a bump in the road, and good teams can bounce back from that bump, or they can just turn around and just falter. And this team showed that. I've seen them play. I saw them play this summer. I saw them play earlier this year. I knew that they had the capability. It's just a matter of how they were going to handle this adversity. And through those 4 games that we struggled, they came through here tonight.
Some late-breaking coaching news on a number of different fronts tonight. First of all, Quincy High School in the market for a new softball coach. Eric Hoke has confirmed to us after a couple of years that he resigned this morning, just saying it was time to go in a different direction. And Alani West has finally replaced John Hughes, the outstanding coach who left earlier this year for family reasons. He will be replaced by longtime assistant coach Bill Rasmussen, great guy who I'm sure will do a great job. And if you missed the note earlier this week, Timothy Southers, the former Culver Stockton coach and Quincy High assistant, will be the new girls basketball coach at Payson Seymour. So a lot of things going on this week with the coaching carousel.
And let's not forget Eric Jokic getting a start.
He gets the start coming up on Friday, taking on Milwaukee in Milwaukee. Hope to have plenty of highlights on that one for you for Sports Finals. Should be fun.
Absolutely.
Going up against Matt Garza, coincidentally enough. So that should be interesting as well.
Absolutely. Looking forward.